In the eyes of others, he was a highly talented and brilliant scholar, but behind closed doors, he behaved in a crazy and brutal manner. His wife, on the surface, appeared virtuous, kind, and strictly adhered to the principles of a chaste woman. Yet in private, she was unrestrained and led a dissolute life. One night, this couple was simultaneously murdered. Yin Lien died on the spot, while the man was severely injured and his life hung in the balance. Unexpectedly, the next day, the man voluntarily went to the government office to turn himself in, desperately hoping that the judge would sentence him to death. When the judge arrived at the crime scene, he keenly sensed that things were not as simple as they seemed. Yin Lien had been stabbed 7 times, and the wounds were strikingly similar to those in a previous male corpse case. After a careful investigation, the judge was able to restore the general process of how the murderer committed the crime. He also discovered that the position of the murder weapon had obviously been tampered with. However, the butler firmly insisted that no one had entered the room after the incident occurred. The judge also noticed that the items on the ground showed signs of having been moved. He then asked the butler if there had been a screen here before. The butler said that the screen was regarded as an ominous object and had already been sent to the mansion's warehouse. The judge rushed to the warehouse to check. The first 3 paintings on the screen were normal, but the last painting exuded a strong smell of blood. The butler explained in a flustered manner that this painting originally depicted a scene of a couple embracing, but for some unknown reason, it had suddenly turned into a picture of a man killing his wife. The judge was skeptical about this, but with the complex clues at the scene, it was difficult to sort out his thoughts for a while. Adding to this, the man kept pleading guilty, which made the judge even more suspicious. In order to find out the truth, the judge decided to start with the relatives of the deceased. Yin Lien's second elder sister had been waiting for a long time. She revealed to the judge that in the past, Yin Lien had a lover named Li Han. After Yin Lien grew tired of him, she actually reported him to the authorities and had him arrested. The judge was half believing and half doubting about this, but still decided to investigate Li Han's whereabouts. The judge went to the prison, but received the news that Li Han had died of illness. Based on his intuition, the judge was certain that this was a lie. He secretly went to the graveyard to check and indeed found that there was no body in Li Han's grave. The prison warden became the breakthrough point of the case. Under the judge's coercion, the prison warden confessed that a man in black had paid money to buy Li Han out. At this point, all the clues pointed to the missing Li Han. The judge came up with a plan and spread the news throughout the city that Yin Lien had come back to life. Li Han really fell for the trick and secretly sneaked into the room again. However, he never expected that what awaited him was a carefully arranged trap. The man subdued him in an instant. Just then, a sharp dagger stabbed into Li Han's back. It turned out that the man, in order to avenge himself, personally killed Li Han. Just like that, this case was successfully solved.